Good morning, everybody. Just 3 days ago, Illinois basketball suffered their first defeat of the year, an ugly 64-48 loss to UNLV that caused head coach Bruce Weber to question sophomore center Meyers Leonard's focus. Fortunately for the Leonard and the Illini, they had the opportunity to get right back on the court against Cornell. Now, Meyers Leonard would respond in a big way, but would his teammates follow suit? Well, we'll find out. Early on, off the rebound here, Jonathan Gray hits the three-pointer. The Illini would struggle mightily early on against the Big Red, but Leonard would take over. Here he goes coast to coast for the lay-in, and a nice pass there from senior Sam Maniscalco. Then Mike Shaw finding Leonard down low for the jump hook. Meyers would have 15 points and 9 rebounds alone in the first half. But Cornell, 4-4 out of the Ivy League, they'd stick around. Nice pass hits Sean Miller in the corner for the three. The game was tied at the half. How about DJ Richardson? He hits the three-pointer from the top of the key to even it up at 34 apiece. And a scary moment here for the Illini. Meyers Leonard leaves the game clutching his back. He would go to the locker room, but he would return shortly thereafter. More on this later on. DJ Richardson again on fire in the second half. Hits 2 straight three-pointers to put the Illini up 50-84, but the Big Red, they won't go away. Galil Cantor blows by Tracy Abrams. Cornell leads with under 3 minutes to go, but it would be the juniors that took over. Brandon Paul and Richardson hit back-to-back jumpers to take the lead and ice the Illini win 64-60. The Fighting Illini fight back and move to 11-1 on the season. Meyers Leonard led the way with 19 points and a career-high 16 rebounds. DJ Richardson and Brandon Paul combined for 32 points, 24 of which came in the second half. And the Illini bench, nada. 0 for 10 from the field, no points outside of the starting five.
The crowd was a big key tonight. They helped us out on the energy end, and and me and Brandon being upperclassmen, we made some big shots for us.
A hip. For whatever reason, it felt like a razor blade, but I'm good now. Probably, just kind of call it a strained back. Still hurts a little bit. Just took some ice off, but I'll be fine. I'm going to fight through it.
We found a way to respond. But if we play this way, we're against Missouri, could be a long night. We're going to have to definitely play, hopefully a little looser, be aggressive and be a little sharper.
Well, Illinois volleyball came just short of winning the national championship on Saturday night, but it's still a program with a lot to be proud of. Even though the Illini fell in the title game to UCLA, it still became the first team in program history to advance to the NCAA championship match. The runner-up Illini returned home on Sunday, and although there was some disappointment in not winning it all, they're still proud of all they accomplished this season.
For me personally, this season turned out almost perfect except for the last match. We've gone through every lesson I think you could imagine. We've lost by a ton, we've won by a ton, and it was great.
Our only goal was to win it, so we didn't accomplish our one goal this year, which is disappointing. But we accomplished a lot, and you don't always get those goals, but it was easy to keep them going because that's where their focus was the whole year.
Now, Illinois athletics will have an opportunity to extract some revenge from UCLA when the football team takes on the Bruins in just 11 days in the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl in San Francisco. Illinois signed some autographs and returned to the practice field on Monday morning for their final week of preparation before leaving for California next week. Special teams have been an issue for the Illini this season, and interim head coach Vic Koenning is doing all that he can to make sure the Illini are ready in all aspects of the game.
There's 3 aspects of football, with offense, defense, and special teams, and if you lose 2 of those, you don't have much chance to win.
They have a pretty good quarterback. He's a mobile quarterback, so we have to make sure we keep an eye on him and be able to contain him. And just as we come out and execute, we better win.
And finally, a scary moment here from yesterday's Bears game. Wide receiver Johnny Knox was on the wrong end of a vicious shot from defensive tackle Anthony Hargrove during the Bears' 38-14 loss to the Seattle Seahawks. Knox underwent successful surgery to stabilize and repair a fractured vertebrae on Monday. The receiver has been placed on injured reserve, but the team announced that Knox is expected to make a full recovery and the injury will not threaten his career. And to add insult to injury, the Bears have now lost 4 straight games and are on the outside looking in for the playoffs. That's it for sports. Have a great morning, everybody.